Hi guys, this is the Seattle Ring Hunter, and today we're brought to Shoreline up in North Seattle, and we're here with Carolyn. Tell us a little bit why we're out here in your front yard, Carolyn.
Woof. Well, I got engaged on Friday. We celebrated over the weekend. We're still just floating under a cloud with the news. And my fiance got this gorgeous ring for me, a rose gold band with a moss agate stone in the center. It was a little bit loose on my finger, so last night as I was putting up Christmas decorations in the front yard and backyard and just kind of, you know, unpacking and things, I looked down and the ring was gone. And so I was really upset last night. This morning, desperately looked online to try to find how I could possibly recover it. And Jeff was super reassuring over the phone, and now he's here.
You found the ring finders.
I found the ring finders.
Woo!
Yes,
well,
yes.
Good. Well, this is good news. You didn't actually leave the property, so it's
exactly.
So guys, it's somewhere here on the property. She told me a little bit about the ring, and you actually mentioned that you had this moment in the house before that was kind of like a, you know, it was like it fell off your finger because it was a little loose.
I know.
Oh, but
so
you were
bad.
Wanting to wear it.
Exactly. I was like,
I don't blame you.
I was putting up our little tree right there, and and it just and the ring slipped off my finger onto the table. So I saw it there, and I had the thought, like, I should just set this on a shelf, get it resized, wait to wear it. But in my enthusiasm, I really just wanted to keep wearing it.
Well, that was good that at least you knew you had the last point that you'd seen it, and it was a little bit after that you actually noticed you still had it.
Yeah, about like so it was in the evening. It was already dark, and an hour after that moment, the ring, I noticed it was not on my hand anymore.
She showed me a picture of this ring, and it is actually a very gorgeous ring, very nice, beautiful ring. It's a rose gold, and like you said, it was a moss agate, which is really neat. Yeah. So it's ornate. It's hopefully we get this back very soon here, so we can show it to everybody and surprise you with it. And you just got this is a few days ago, Friday, and now here it is Monday. So at least you were on your private property. We do find them out in the public areas, so that's something you can kind of rest assured. She's got to get going for a conference call here shortly, but we're going to go around the yard here, and she's going to show me a few spots that she was, and we'll get to work, guys. Come along for the search.
There's a chance that
anywhere in here we may see it as we're walking.
Path, that I walked, and so I know at one point I like stepped out here just to admire the Christmas pig once it was lit up.
So you were probably kind of working some of the
exactly. I was
wood chips while you were putting the cord and stuff in there. Okay.
So like all through this little pathway could be, but so I specifically, let's see, so within this hour, the hour of action in which it was lost, I was inside the living room putting a string of lights inside of this.
Oh, okay.
And so and then I brought it out and placed it. So I'm like, you know, I looked and I was like, maybe it's inside Christmas pig. I don't know. And then
just all over,
I was all over here, and then this is where I was digging in the bark to place these guys. And then
like I said, with the metal detector, don't worry too much about the details in here. You want to show me some of the other parts of the yard too, because I can cover this whole front yard area while you're on a conference call. It's amazing equipment.
Okay. That's amazing. So then I also walked through this area. I think I rearranged this wire through the ferns here, so there's a chance like
these are all strung, and you know you had the ring after you strung the tree, probably.
Yes.
Okay. So
absolutely.
Okay.
It was only the Christmas pig and these larger bulbs here, and then I went through here. I did not go around the house that way at all.
Oh, okay.
That's for certain.
So we weren't outside of the house.
And then just through this main thoroughfare. And
so you were working on the pig in this area?
Yeah, I was watching a movie, and
that's a lot of handwork, you know.
Yeah, it totally is.
And
so,
you're
like,
probably working on this at some point.
Yeah, I decorated the whole tree, which, you know, is not a whole lot of tree. But I was like trying to feel around here and look in these folds in the base of the tree and everything.
It's really small. Yeah, it's not even a full Christmas tree, but
totally.
It's easy.
Yeah.
I like it.
And then, yeah, it's like, it's perfect for our space. It is a pretty small space too. The other thing I was in all of these, I was in these lights a bit. And so in searching for the ring, I kind of like reorganized stuff.
I'll go through all that for you too, just as a second look if I need be. I may find it outside though. I'll focus on, you want to show me just like your chicken coop real quick?
Absolutely,
because we're still okay on time. I mean, you got a few minutes before your conference call, but then I can spend time outside.
Oh my gosh,
and then when you're, you know, if you're comfortable with it, whenever I can come in if I need to and take a look while you're on the call.
Come in and out. And then
your coop is really small.
It's really small.
I mean, I shouldn't say it's really small. I've seen bigger ones and stuff, and it's like kind of all. You were just closing it up then?
Yeah, exactly. And I'll show you.
Did you throw any food or anything inside of it?
No.
Okay.
And then I don't know, this whole porch area.
Are you worried about cats or anything getting out of the house?
No.
Okay.
No cats. Our dog Bruce just went out.
Oh, okay.
On his walk. So I could, if it's helpful, I could close these guys up in their.
Nah, you just leave them. They're fine.
Okay. Yeah, and so the only thing I did last night was I opened this and then I
got in there a little bit. Just closed the door. Closed
that, the black wire door, because that's their more like secure coop.
Okay.
So I was like looking around in this pathway.
I've got a real small metal detector, pinpointer and stuff. I can kind of check some of the areas too. Even though there's a lot of wire here, I can still, if need be. That and the trash will be the last two.
Oh, okay, cool.
Those are less priority. There's a little more, getting in there and stuff. I have a feeling I may find this more out in the yard or in the house in those areas you just pointed out.
I hope so.
You never went anywhere out in there. Nothing of like.
No. And then the other
and you probably didn't even go anywhere over there.
No, the only like the furthest would have been like up to this point. Like as I was, thinking about like left hand, like that going.
Okay.
And then the other pathway I walked was to the shed to get some of the Christmas ornament supplies. So
in here a little bit.
Yeah, and it was truly just this area.
Okay.
I didn't even get into this bin, but
it could have still fallen. Was it on top though at one point?
This was on top.
So it could have fallen inside of there.
It could have.
And then you used the lower bin is what you accessed. Okay.
It's exactly.
So basically that's fine. I'll get in there. Just that bin and around the area there. Okay.
And maybe around the edges.
Yeah. I'll actually take it out and scan it with a metal detector.
Okay.
It's the easiest and quickest way. It just clears the area out and look at the lights, and I got gloves on. So this outside will keep me busy for a while. Then I'll come in and just briefly knock and come in the front door.
Oh yeah.
Sound good? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And you can just let yourself
because
in.
Even that, the more you talk about as much work as you did on the pig too, that was kind of a lot of this.
It really was.
And it might be close to your front tree area or those stuff in front. Was it a fireplace?
Just a fireplace in the living room.
That stuff that was piled there.
Yeah, it really could be somewhere in there, but I'm so hopeful.
Yeah, it's just the daylight still here. I mean, it doesn't.
Grass is tricky, but it's not tricky for a metal detector.
No, that and just focus on going bit by bit. That's an amazing ring. We'll find it. It's here. It's got to be here. Okay, I'm gonna let you get focused on doing your call, and then I'll get geared up and stuff. So. just me. Bags in here. Okay. Come here. Were you working in this area or down in here somewhere?
Oh yeah, we're working in this area, and then yeah, kind of like.
Were you over here at all?
Yes, like all through here and. Oh, here.
Out front.
I was like,
look.
Oh my goodness.
Go finish your conference call, then we can complete this.
Oh my gosh,
what? It was right out there where you put the little tiny and you're poking those little.
Oh my goodness.
It's a beautiful ring.
It is. Oh my gosh, I'll put it on now, but I'll be putting it on the shelf.
Put some stuff. When you were over here putting in these light bulbs, I kind of pulled them because they have some metal in them. So I removed the light bulbs and just set them aside, and I took my metal detector, and it was just about right in this area down in here, and I couldn't see it. I mean, it wasn't visual, so it was underneath because you were, you know, doing this and poking around, and it was just in there. It come up, and I knew as soon as I got over the top of it, it rang out like, you know, a nice rose gold ring would on 11. Oh, that's amazing. I'm glad that we got that back for you, and tell us a little bit about what this all means to you.
Oh gosh, well, it means the world. It's just like, this is such an exciting chapter in my life for my fiance and I. It's like still odd to say the word fiance because it's so fresh, and
you only had it a few days.
Only had it a few days. And I'll tell you the engagement story. He had planned this. We went to Bellingham for Thanksgiving week, and his birthday was on Friday too. His family was out from the East Coast. My family came up from Bellevue, and so the whole family was there. We went on this hike together up to the top of Oyster Dome, which was our first hike. We love hiking and backpacking, and he said, hey Carolyn, why don't you come over here, we'll take a photo together. And it's like, you give your phone to my brother Jake, he'll take the photo of us. I'm like, okay, sure. And
just so natural.
We walk over, and then all of a sudden he's getting a ring box out. I'm like, oh my god. And he kneels down and says, Carolyn, this is the first hike we ever did together, and I would love to spend all the rest of our hikes together. Many more hikes ahead of us in our future.
Very
more
classic.
Eloquently than that. Very wonderful, sweet.
What a romantic.
And I said, absolutely yes. And
he picked that ring out all on his own.
He did.
Wow.
He did.
Yeah, we'll get a close-up of that in a little bit, but that's amazing.
Yeah.
Rose gold. Did you have any preference or anything? Or did you even talk about, you didn't know, or?
I said I would rather not have
towards engagement, kind of?
We were, we've been talking about future life goals and plans for a while now.
So this was pretty much a huge surprise.
It was a total surprise.
Oh my goodness. And then to have lost it like 3 days later or whatever, a couple days later, that must have been pretty painful and devastating.
It was. I was so upset last night. And, and with all the excitement around it, we posted on social media, and everyone was like, of course, excited about the ring and how special and unique it is. I mean, you did a
very unique,
fabulous job.
And that's a moss agate?
Moss agate, and it totally reflects like our love of the outdoors together.
So you got some green color in there too, I think.
Yeah.
And then
gold.
The diamonds, the rose gold is really pretty.
And as you can, like, my other jewelry is gold, and so this is just really, it just fits right in with it.
Well, that ring's gonna stick with you for a lifetime, hopefully, and you're gonna have lots of great memories. This is just the start. So at least you got this little chapter out of the way.
I know.
Now you've learned a little something, and you'll get it fixed.
Gotta get the wrinkles out first before the path really
and then
smooths out, right?
You go to a jeweler, and then let's see the backside of the ring a little bit. So the jeweler can fix that up real easy.
Good.
They can size that, because you got a lot. If you turn it over on the other side on the sides, you got a little bit of wrap on there and it's kind of woven a little bit, but they can fix that where you wouldn't even notice.
I'm really looking forward to. I would be curious if you have any recommendations too.
Yeah, we could talk about that too. But that you got to get that size before you get going too far. You don't want to have this experience again, especially out in public. Well, again, this is Jeff, the Seattle Ring Hunter, and go out to the ringfinders.com. That's where she found us. We got over 500 recovery specialists across the country just waiting for your phone call to see if they can help you in any way to get your lost items of value returned, recovered, or found, or at least let you know that the area has been searched with a proper equipment and a professional that's had a lot of experience to be able to be certain that it's not where constantly looking in the front yard in certain areas. But anyway, until next time, guys, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Thank you.
If you've lost your ring or special item of value, please get in touch with me at the SeattleRingHunter.com as soon as possible so I can arrange to do a search for you.